Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with this quick little video about crystal hoarding, and it's bad apparently. So, we've all been asking Kabam to release the list of the new featured 5-star champions in the featured 5-star crystal. So we're wondering who it could be. I mean, we probably already knew it's going to be Thing, Havoc, that sort of thing. So we were curious as to who it was going to be, and so Kabam Mike came out and said, "Alright guys, just like the new dungeons and featured 6-star crystals, we want to move away from announcing them in advance, but I will talk to the team about doing it one last time. I make no promises, but hold on for a bit." So does that mean that they're not going to be announcing them ever again? Because that's kind of an issue, right? A lot of us, save up our shards and try to build our team around who's going to be in the featured 5-star crystal so that we can get that champ. We have better odds at getting that champ. So then he proceeds to, then Viper says, why do we want to move away from it? Like I said, we all base our decisions based on who's going to be potentially in these featured 5-star crystals if we get one of those featured 5-star champs. Can you please explain the reasoning behind delaying this announcement? And I think that's a very fair question because we all want to know, right? Right. So Kabam Mike says, all it does is make people hoard crystal shards until the last minute. This has never been the intention with anything in the game, and we have made this known throughout the history of the game many times. This is not a healthy behavior for the game. Not a healthy behavior? I'm confused at that, Kabam Mike. How is that not a healthy behavior for the game? That's just kind of confusing to me, and it's confusing to a lot of people, and you'll see that here in a minute. But I've been playing this game for over 4 years now, and I haven't particularly seen it, and maybe Kabam has come out and said, that hoarding is bad and that sort of thing. I haven't checked all of the forum posts because, let's face it, that would be a ton of forum posts to go through. But I know I have never particularly seen any post about whether or not hoarding was good or bad and if we should or shouldn't do it. So I don't know if you guys have seen one, that'd be great to let me know in the comments below. But like I said, I have never particularly seen a post of them saying whether or not hoarding crystals was good or bad. So, people keep asking questions. So then Kabam Mike comes back and he says, talk to the team. The crystal is not prepared yet. When I get the information, I will let you all know. So, okay, so cool. So I think this here is actually the real reason why we haven't gotten the information out, is that the crystal just isn't prepared yet, right? So they've had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of questions about Act 6. There's no 4 stars being allowed in there, all the bugs in the new update. I mean, they've had a lot of stuff going on, so I kind of think this kind of got put on the back burner, and they just kind of, forgot about it. So that's kind of what I thought. But then, people are still asking about, the hoarding crystals, and that they've never, that's not the intention of this game, and that it's an unhealthy behavior for the game. But then, Mitchell35 says, but we celebrate the save for Blade thing? I'm confused. And I gotta be honest, this was the first thing I thought of too, right? Was, hey, what about when the featured champion crystals were out with Blade, right? When they reintroduced that Blade crystal back in February, they literally sent out an in-game mail that read, "Greetings, Summoner. We're excited to tell you that from February 21st at 10 a.m. Eastern Pacific Time until March 1st, 10 a.m. Eastern Pacific Time, the vampire hunter known as Blade is bringing his vampire crystal back into the daylight to mark the 1-year anniversary of his favorite crystals released." So basically, and that was sent on January 21st, right? January 21st, so that's what, probably 5 weeks in advance before the crystal drop. It's at least a month, so we'll say 4 or 5 weeks in advance. They are literally telling you to save your crystals if you really want Blade, because Blade is gonna be in this crystal. So it's kind of like, well, that was kind of contradictory right there, right? You're telling us it has never been your intent to hoard crystals, but here you are, January of this year, mind you, saying save your crystals if you want a rare chance to obtain a 5-star Blade. So that was kind of very confusing to me. So then if we look here, you know, basically people all asking, should we save for Blade? It was all this kind of thing. And it was like, yeah, probably. So then people started asking about what unhealthy behavior Kabam Mike is talking about, because how is it unhealthy behavior to hoard crystals, right? To me, it doesn't seem like unhealthy behavior. You're trying to build your roster, right? You're trying to get the best champs that you can. So Kabam Mike comes in here and says, a little bit of clarification here, but unhealthy behavior is in reference to unhealthy for the game. This has been something we've said for years and have made changes based on many times. We will still be giving the list of champions in the next featured 5-star crystal, but will not be doing so going forward. So clearly this is the last time that we will be getting a list of 5-star featured champs in the featured 5-star crystal. But like, I still don't understand what you mean by unhealthy behavior. And a lot of people clearly don't, because that's the question that is asked multiple times in this thread. But it's like I said before, I've never seen this, you know, unhealthy behavior been brought up in a forum post before. Maybe I missed it. I could have easily have missed it, but I want to know what he's talking about here. And a lot of people asked him to elaborate on this, but he never did. Why? Why, Kabam Mike? Why could you not elaborate on that unhealthy behavior, right? People are still, you know, they're still saving their shards if they want to try to get it. How is that unhealthy? I don't understand how that's unhealthy for the game, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something. So, and again, Anurig, see, he's confused too, right? This is over and over again. People are asking this. So Kabam Mike comes in and says, you're still welcome to spend your crystal shards however you would like. We're just not going to be putting out the list of champions you can get in advance anymore. This is common in many games, but we want to encourage people to take a chance on what is available now or decide if they want to wait for something else. For all we know, maybe people will decide to hoard more and then we'll make the choice to reverse this decision, but we won't know until we try. One thing that somebody brought up here and that I'm going to take back to the game team is that some things have changed lately, and that's the importance of certain champions to counter certain challenges or as keys to certain content, like back issues #1. Exactly. Okay, so you just kind of contradicted yourself right here, Kabam Mike, in saying that, you know, you're hoarding crystals, it's unhealthy for the game, but we need some of those champions to get through certain content in the game. You're gonna need a 5-star Gladiator Hulk, probably, to get through Chapter 3 of Variant. Let's put it out there. That's gonna happen. You need 5 and 6 stars to go into Act 6. You can't go in there with 4 stars, remember? No more 4 stars in Act 6. So, I'm just like, what is this? It's, I don't even know. It's like, this post is now becoming so ridiculous to me. It's like a train wreck, right? You can't stop watching it, and I can't stop reading it. It's like he says something so ridiculous out the gate and then starts back talking and just brings in so many random points that just contradict what he says about what is unhealthy for the game, which turns out to be healthy for the game. So, I don't know. I'm flabbergasted here. So then, you know, people are like, so hoarding is bad? What is up with this? So CPT Smash makes a good point here. He says, so you are simply canceling the announcement and nothing else is changing, meaning we still know the 6 newest champs come out every 84 days. And now we just won't know which garbage filler champs will be thrown in with them. Is that the gist of this whole thing? And this is perfect, CPT Smash. Why don't you work for Kabam? I'm just kidding. Maybe. But Kabam Mike comes back and says, I wouldn't call them garbage filler champs, but the rest is correct. There is not a change coming to the crystals. There just won't be an announcement in advance anytime soon. So the first thing I read when I thought about this was Mr. Mackey, and it was like, hoarding is bad, okay? And sure enough, someone posted the meme of it, and I was just like, this thread is just getting more and more ridiculous as it goes on, because now it seems like Kabam Mike has backed himself into a corner, right? He has said something absolutely absurd with no reasoning to back him back himself up like with it, and it's just out there now, and people are like, what is going on? Because this is just absurd. And so now he's backed himself into a corner, and he can't really do anything else except close the thread, right? Because everyone was asking him, please elaborate on this, and every response that he was giving about how it was unhealthy for the game really isn't how it's unhealthy for the game. Oh, it's unhealthy for the game because there are specific champs that you need to get through specific content. I'm confused here. So I just, this thread started out kind of like a normal post, right? When are we going to get more champs? And then it spiraled out of control and just became more and more ridiculous, with Kabam Mike just back talking and throwing just random points in there that made absolutely no sense until he had to do this and shut down the thread. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything like this before. I've never seen any of the forum mods can't come in and say that, you know, hoarding is good or bad. They basically told us that, you know, we should hoard our crystals for the save for blade crystal. So to me, this is all very contradictory of itself, and I just find this post so amazingly bizarre. I'm at a loss for words almost. So anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys hoard crystals? Do you think there's an adverse effect on the game for hoarding crystals? Does this thread make any sense whatsoever to you? Because I'm flabbergasted by it, to be honest. And do you think that Kabam Mike is just talking out of his butt? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye guys!